went down for no reason. I don't know. Wasn't even. Maybe I touched something on the keyboard. Oh well. Anyway, I would definitely wouldn't be able to take her seriously, as they said.
But we really kind of getting off the question, because I'm really just asking, like, has it like always just been like kind of about the money? And we always throw. Does people always just kind of like enough money is involved? Motherfuckers throw all their morals out the window.
So this is not about what they said. This is about money.
No, it's like yeah. It's about money. Like at how I'm trying to put it. Like,
is everything for sale?
Yeah, it's like damn yeah.
Yeah, everything's for sale for a lot of people.
Because like your morals, like we seen another video. Remember the dude he didn't even finish asking the question, and the dude talking about he said I suck it. You remember that video I put in the other chat?
I ain't watched that. Whoa. I don't know what he's talking about. I ain't watched that one.
The nigga ain't even finished the question, and nigga, because you know most of the time they talking about some type of gay type of act.
Yeah.
And the dude, before he can even finish the question, he said he'll do whatever it is for the money.
Yeah, no, I know what video you talking about. I was just fucking around. Yeah, that was wild.
And it's like, at one point, like at what point did it always just become like, because I'm on record saying that motherfuckers talking about it ain't about the money, but it is about the money.
Mm-hmm.
Everything is always about the money. And when people say, oh, I don't do this and I'm not just moved by money, you're a goddamn lie, because you go to work every fucking day for money. Because if that's the case, you'll go for free.
Mm-hmm. So
I understand you go for money to a certain extent, because, you know, your moral, to me, I'm all about the money, but my morals come first of what I'm going to do for what this money going to entail me to do. So I'm going to chase the money, but now if it go against my morals, I can't do it.
Oh, I agree.
So I'm trying to figure out, like, has it always been like that? Has niggas just always just been doing crazy things? Or when did it always just become just about the money and just fuck your morals?
It's always been about the individual. I think it's always been people who would, disregard their morals or be amoral, like, so to speak. They don't have any morals or be amoral. So you always have the group, just two groups of people, like people that at the very least they have a line they're not willing to cross, a bare minimum. Like, okay, these are my morals, these are my principles. I'm not gonna, break them for anybody or anything.
Mm-hmm.
And, anything outside of that or, I guess above that I'm willing to do. Mm-hmm. But anything below that I'm not. Mm-hmm. And then you always have a group of people that kind of operate in the gray areas where they don't, they're kind of fluid. It just don't matter, anything to get by. I mean, I think it's also, sometimes you just got pure evil people. Not to say that everything that's goes against your moral code is evil, but sometimes you got pure evil people, and then other times it's about a person's upbringing, right? So if you've seen, like we was talking about prostitution, if you've seen that was a way for, and that's how a lot of pimps and stuff get into the game. Their mothers was probably prostitutes and shit like that. So it changes their moral code, and people become a little bit more amoral to certain things that you and I may look at it and kind of frown upon.
DHPX, what's going on, man? What's up? What's up? He said it's always about the money. Yeah, people doing crazy stuff for money is an age-old practice.
Mm-hmm.
DHPX, what's happening?
What's going on, bro?
There's been tons of conspiracies about certain people. Yeah, I mean that's the whole idea behind what a mercenary, contract killer. Like, that's the whole idea. People literally remove people off the census in people's lives for money. We hear it at least in rap music all the time. Mm-hmm. So yeah, is it always about the money? I mean, for some people, sure. Mm-hmm. For me, no. Money doesn't move me. I don't say it doesn't move me. Money is a secondary, tertiary thought for me.
Mm-hmm. just a quick story before we already go on and get started. Like, I've been my son's a sophomore in high school, so these are the questions I've been trying to talk to him about. Like we in the car, we driving, and I've been putting this in his head since he's been like a freshman, and he was coming out of 8th grade. Like, what's your morals? What's your principles? He didn't know what it means. So guess what? We got phones for Google. Come back to me with your answer. Still ain't know. So we've been talking about it, and that's one of the reasons. Not one of the reasons, but I just seen it and it just popped in my head, and that's when I've been kind of like talking to my son about like, what's your principles, what's your morals, what you stand on, what you not moved by, what you ain't gonna let happen in your presence. What you doing, what's going on, So I just wanted to touch bases on y'all about what that kind of means to y'all or whatever.
Yeah, go ahead, Spaces. You gonna say something?
No, go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say, as far as morals, again, those are just your morals and principles are things that's solid. That's your foundation, right? Opinions. Some people get on. I might have an opinion about some shit today, and it might change tomorrow. This shit waver. You know what I mean? But my morals aren't gonna waver. They're not gonna change. How I feel about something 10 years ago is different than how I feel about something now. And, how I feel about something now may be different about, how I may feel about something tomorrow. A lot of times people, you kind of conflate the two as far as, with somebody having an opinion about something, and then you ask them about it later, and then their answers change, and they want you to be like, no, but you said, nigga, I can change my mind.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
But I thought about it a little more.
I thought about it a little more. Life experience. Everything is life experience. But as long as my morals don't change, my principles, what I stand on. Yeah.
But and then also you might add to your principles.
You could definitely add on because, again, life experiences, like some things that most of the time you wouldn't take away from your morals. Like, hey, nigga, because then the part, you just kind of all over the place then. But you can add. Huh?
I'm going now.
Yeah,
right. But yeah. I'm with you on that. I agree to everything you just said. Yeah, you always will. The older you get, the more you add to your principles because you're not like younger. You probably go on certain things. Older, you're not going for.
Right. Like
you're not putting up with a lot of shit when you get older. You feel me?
Or you put up with a lot of older people put up with shit too, though. This is just the shit that you have grandchildren. When your kids, and maybe because maybe because it's your grandkids, but your kids used to beat their ass, and I'm talking about get a badass whooping. And then the grandkids do the same thing. Oh, it's okay. Don't know about that.
You know where that come from?
What is that?
Jay everyday kids over there doing shit. You look at that father like, hey, Ma, you would have beat the fuck out of them. Man, my kids though, boy.
Man, look.
You gonna sit there and let this shit ride, Ma?
Look, hey.
But I get them. It's totally, you're right. On that, on all that.
It's your favorite after church podcast, the No Key podcast. I am your man, Spaces.
Hey, that's your boy, Mom, man.
It's Jay every day.
DHPX said morals are situational, but what's going on?
No, hold on. You said morals are situational.
It's whoever's situation. Look, man, I guess.
Nah. Wait, but I gotta think of because you saying situational, is the situational with the person, or is you talking about situational across the board? Because if your morals are your morals, it ain't no type of I'm gonna go this time, but next time I ain't gonna go. No, it's not situational. It's what you stand on.
Yeah, I agree. I agree. Morals are some things that
because I got one that's wild, and I know you gonna disagree with this. So
but if your morals is situational, that means you're willing to bend them shits.
That's what I'm saying. So. Nigga, and this gonna sound wild. It's gonna sound real wild. We're gonna pause it, but then we're gonna resume after I get through saying it.
Oh.
So you willing to touch the man's genitals in this situation, but you're not willing to touch it in another situation. Because that's what I go when I see situation, right?
Yeah. I mean,
that's what I'm thinking about. A situation.
I was thinking like, damn, nigga, go to a Diddy party,
Yeah, on this situation.
Yeah, like,
but I just want the extreme because the situation. I'm gonna go.
That's what's gonna happen at a Diddy party.
You gonna touch this penis now?
Oh,
but then next time you're not gonna touch it.
Oh. Come on, man. Hit him with the come on, man. Hit him with the come on, man. Come on, man.
But no, I'm just saying though, the DXPH, because I know. You said situational. Maybe you meant another word or something, because I know you're not going just for anything, just in certain situations, bro. I know you. You won't go for certain things, just period. Like, nigga, you be ready to whoop people just off GP. Come on now, bruh.
Now, yeah, morals should definitely not waver for the most part. Because I mean, just like Jay Day said, you grow and you change. That's what happens. That's what happens in life. But at a base level, there should definitely be the morals are the things to be less likely to change if they change at all. Mm-hmm. So it's like that's not something I do. That's not something I'll do when I'm 20. That's not something I'll do when I'm 30. That's not something I'll do when I'm 40.
Yeah.
It was something I was watching. I was watching the Joe Budden. I guess he got into it with.
I saw it. I saw
the light skinned nigga. You know, and like I guess they run up behind chicks together. You know what I'm saying? Like he fucking with a chick,
and he run up behind her.
They both run up behind each other's chick. For me, morally, I wouldn't run up behind no chick that y'all dealt with.
That's in mine too. Like, it's mine too all day. I can't
you used to fuck with her?
I can't do it.
No, I'm cool.
I don't care how bad she is. I don't care how much I like her. I cannot do it. I don't care.
Right. You one of the guys, you my brother or something.
No.
We not.
No, I can't do it. Can't do it. I can't do it whatsoever.
DHPX said people say this and that, but do different. So morals are situational. And, OG in the chat. What's up, OG?
OG, what's going on?
Well, to each his own, man. But for me, it's my. I'm gonna stand on what I said.
Yeah, I mean, it's centered around actions, DHPX, for real.
Because it's plenty of times I done said some shit, and I don't want to do it, but when I say my word, and I told you that, nigga, I don't give a fuck if I don't want to do it, and then I got to wake up early and all that other shit. I'm finna do it.
That's a person unprincipled if you willing to waver.
Oh, crap. I did not mean to do that. No, at a base level, yeah, it should. Words and actions should match up with each other, and you know, we hear that all the time.
Yeah.
If that was me, I would have blah blah blah. If that was me, I would have. If I went through that, I would have did this and that.
You wouldn't have did shit. Well, when that gun come out, niggas be talking about how they finna blow back. No, boy, when that gun come out, you finna go duck. You finna go hide. And try to get up out of there. You niggas ain't got training like that.
But you just wish that you react how you're supposed to react. That's what it really boils down to me. I'm not going to sit up here and say I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. I just hope I act in a manner of what I should be reacting, or how I should react in that situation.
OG said, morals are defined as a person's standards of behavior or beliefs concerning what is and is not acceptable for them to do.
I agree.
Okay. Yeah. I had to process that for a second, but yeah, I agree with that.
No argument here. That's what I'm saying. Your morals, everybody over here and out in the clouds, morals may be different. Yeah. You know, we might have some, because we all probably have similar upbringing, similar culture. We might have some basic shit that's the same, but then there's some things that you're willing to do. You might want to sell ass. You sell ass, I'm not willing to sell ass. That's one of the things that's unwavering for me. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you can't put me in a situation like, oh, nigga, I think I might. No, I'm not. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, this motherfucking car, thinking of another plan. Look. But we got another thing. When Spacer said last week on the pod, when he was talking about picking cotton or not, we had, what's his name in the chat?
Was it Be Humble?
Be Humble. Be Humble was like, I'm not doing that. Okay, that's go against his morals. That's cool.
Yeah.
But I'm finna go out there and pick some cotton.
Yeah, I'm going to try it out. Shit. You ain't got no overseer with no whip.
That's what I'm saying.
Right.
Yeah, it's a job.
I was thinking about that too. Like,
it's a job. At the end of the day, it's a job.
Shit.
$150 an hour, bro.
I'll check it out for an hour. I don't like it.
Shoot. So how was y'all last week, man?
Man, I had a good one. I was on vacation, man. I got some things to do.
Happy belated birthday to the Hobie Ball.
Happy belated, man. Yeah. Happy belated, bro.
Well, well, how many days is it until 40?
I got 10 more months.
All right.
He right behind me.
Nah, boy, I ain't even 39 yet.
Motherfuckers be so literal, boy. Motherfuckers be so tired when it's time to be literal. Boy, motherfuckers be literal.
I'm still in my I'm in my late 30s, you know.
just wait. It's coming. Oh my God! But yeah, man. It was pretty good, man. It was just, I'm just really figuring out now that it's just time spending with the guys, the fellas, the family. That's what's really mattering right now. Like, it's none of that other bullshit, none of that other, I don't want to be in no presence of no bullshit. I don't want to be around no bullshit. I don't want to be around nothing where people being negative all the time. I always got some complaints about some shit. I want to be somewhere where I'm loved and I'm having fun. Right now at this point in my life. Loved and I'm having fun. So if you ain't showing me that, really, I'm going to just say deuces and chunk the deuces at you. If I ain't laughing around you, I got to be serious and all that shit and all that, man, I'm going to holler at you, bro. Be honest with you. It's just getting that time in my life where I don't want none of that negative. If you got shit that ain't going right in your life and your shit, you need to go over there in that corner, figure some shit out, get happy. For real. Like, you can, it's funny, yeah, but it's serious because it's a lot of people out here that's miserable as fuck for no fucking reason at all besides your own well-doing. When you can just sit down, think about some stuff, put some stuff straight in your life, start trying to fix it and working on you, but you rather come out here and project that pain on everybody else because you unhappy.
OG said, Jay every day, why you got to go there? Talking about y'all age difference.
Nah, he was talking about the selling ass.
Oh.
I'm sure, yeah.
He said he thought y'all two were closer in age.
We are.
Yeah.
We are. My birthday's in May. I'll be 39, but for right now, I'm 38. I'm enjoying it.
But yeah, that's just how I've been this last week or whatever, man. Just had fun, chilling, whatever. Loving everybody who loved me.
Jay every day, how was your last week, man?
It was cool, man. It was uneventful.
Likewise with me. My last week was pretty uneventful, just to and from work. Oh.
My dog missed me, that's all. He just missed me, bro. I wasn't at work. He missed me. My dog missed me.
Yeah, that's right, man. My homie wasn't at work, man. I didn't spend much time doing what we do. So
yeah. That boy clocked in, went to the truck, went back upstairs, clocked out for break, went back to the truck, slept. He didn't go talk to nobody. Motherfucker thought he had attitude and everything. He was just in the truck all the time.
In the truck,
Don't worry. He got a vacation coming, too. I'm going to be in the truck all the time, too. Yeah. Straight up.
I actually misspoke. I just thought about something. We went up 20 subscribers this week.
Went up 20?
Yeah, we up 20.
Damn.
We went up 20 this past week, and we had a video go I call it low key viral.
Low key viral.
Right.
Low key viral. We had one of our videos almost at 5,000 views.
Mm-hmm.
Really? Who the fuck watching that?
So I was actually, the way it happened, bro. Cultivate your roots. Good afternoon. Welcome to another live stream. How you doing?
Cultivate your roots. What's up, man? I ain't seen you since last Sunday. What's going on? How you feeling?
What's up? Cultivate your roots.
Damn.
It was actually a little off-putting how that video just went crazy like that for me.
Why you say that?
I didn't anticipate it doing as well as it did.
You know what I looked at it as? We're one of those pods that's not just talking about what's going on in celebrity shit. That was some real shit that everybody is going through. And people who live in these sanctuary cities who's it's affecting too. So that's all it is. That's real news that's really going around here that's really affecting people. So people tired of hearing about like what the celebrity's doing, who's the celebrity fucking, who Will Smith was getting rotted out by, who Jada Smith was doing this by, who's this the niggas. People want some real fucking news of what's going on and how to cope with this shit. And we're study like trying to, people study just want to talk about celebrities when fuck them.
Well, he said something in Greek or some shit. The fuck.
Hey, how you doing too? Whoever that is. Thank you for watching.
We appreciate you.
We appreciate you.
All the way over there.
Wherever you from.
In Athens. Motherfucker.
OG said when y'all gonna get a phone line so we can call in. You can call my phone, OG. It's connected. Everybody will be able to hear you though. Just so you know. Just giving you a heads up beforehand.
I think with the video going, what you call it, low-key viral.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We were speaking about a topic that a lot of people are interested in, this migrant situation.
Yes,
and so when you touch topics and it's dealing with people's money and resources and things that's being taken away from them, they're gonna tap in.
Yeah, I just call it real life situations. Like it's what is it? 99.9% of people are not celebrities and just everyday regular people.
Yeah.
So that's what regular people are going through.
No doubt.
Yeah, man. So that was pretty much my week. But let's get into this. Let's talk about this one, I guess. Maul sent this to us. Let me see if make sure.
I sent this.
No, I sent that.
In 15 seconds, should voters in their 20s plan on having to work until they're 70?
They should plan on their retirement age being increased, yes. We're going to change it to reflect more of what life expectancy should be.
Excuse me? You want people to work until they die? That's basically what you're saying.
I need to hear it again.
What's that say? Is that Miss Heart 10? That's what they say?
For president, you already lost.
Miss Heart 10, right?
Right here?
Yeah.
Making it easy to vote for Trump.
No, I know what they say, but that's her name, right? Miss Heart 10, right? She just hit that shit right on the head. That's how you know Trump is going to win.
It's done so. Why would anyone want to vote for you?
She just fucked herself all the way up.
It's over. I don't even want to hear anything else you have to say.
That's a fact.
You have a raise? You fucking tripping. Shit's getting weird. Pardon 50. In 15 seconds, should voters in their 20s plan on having to work until they're 70?
They should plan on their retirement age being increased, yes. We're going to change it to reflect more of what life expectancy should be.
Whoa.
I think maybe I think retirement age is already 67 and a half.
Yeah.
Right. What they're basically saying is her without her saying it, but what she's saying is we don't have any money in the Social Security. Okay, we need y'all to work. So I mean, they could pacify everybody else, and people could not say nothing. But to me, she's kind of telling the truth. Is that you niggas is gonna be working until you die. Okay? So people could be like, oh, I don't like look, I think that's the problem with, black people. We like to be pacified. We don't want to this is the fucking truth. This is what's going on. They're gonna raise it. We don't have enough money. Why? It's a lot of things. Niggas is stealing. More than it boils down to people stealing. This is we're sponsoring shit that we don't have money for. So it's coming out of the taxpayers' money. Should we be working until we die? Absolutely not. But if I'm not mistaken, back in the day, retirement was like 62, then it went up to 65, and then 67, 67 and a half. They for real talking about pushing that shit. So life expectancy is it what, 72 years old?
I think it's around about that.
Yeah, well, for black people, it's around about that, right? We tend to live a little, pass away a little younger than our white counterparts. But what I'm saying is, they absolutely will raise it. And she's speaking the truth.
That's for
United States, everybody.
US.
Yeah. So it get to a point where if they raise it to 72. Well, type in black males. Let's do black males. This is the No Key podcast. This is the Know Your Worth King. You can do black females in a minute too. Hell no, that's cap. Click that. Hell no. I don't even know. Well, I know one person that's about 79 years old. That's my great uncle. I don't know now. I don't see black. There it is on the right side.
Oh, right here, 74.
70.8. It's going down.
Oh, as the years progress,
it's going down. They want you to work until 72 years old. Motherfucker, you can't even make it.
And they expect you to work until you're 70.
I tell you. Shit. What they talking about?
Cultivate Your Roots said nothing much. Staying out of the way, fellas.
Mm-hmm.
Keep doing that. Keep doing that because you're doing it well. We like to see you here. Cultivate Your Roots. OG said that dang Nimrata. Hold on. That Nimrata. OG said that's always been the plan. Radenko Popovich.
He wants the Dixie song.
Okay, okay, whatever. OG said all them ninjas in Congress stealing. Big dog, what's up? What's up? Never seen you in the chat before. What's going on? Welcome. Stress levels finna kill a lot of people in the future.
No doubt.
Yeah, you got that right. Them, a lot of people, them.
Yeah, killed. Yeah, man,
Cause I ain't stressing over shit. I ain't got it. Boy. I ain't even for you to sit up here and flies with you. I don't got it.
It's just that simple, right?
I don't got it. People be thinking I'd be lying when I ain't got it.
Between that and stress levels and the food that we eating.
What?
That'll
hit him with the paid in full. I ain't got it, B.
You see what happened to him? He ended up being.
I ain't got it, B. I'm broke, BB.
I'm broke, baby.
I'm broke, baby.
You know what's crazy though about stress levels as it relates to food is a very, very, very big component, and there's a lot of food that is allowed that's allowed to be served and mixed into our ingredients. I'm sorry, a lot of ingredients in our food that's allowed in the U.S., but it's banned in other countries.
It's a fact. You ain't lying. Like a lot of Doritos, a lot of chips, a lot of Flaming Hots and shit. It's only allowed here. It's not allowed overseas.
Which is saying a lot, right? Saying a lot because somebody pointed it out because they said in different areas outside of the U.S., the government pays for healthcare. So if the government knows, they must know that there's some correlation to whatever these ingredients are that are allowed in U.S. food to the ones that are banned overseas or
like McDonald's sludge burger food, whatever that is. Like,
this dude
like balloons.
I follow on Instagram. He said there's in McDonald's fries, there's, if I'm not mistaken, I'll even try to pull it up. There's 17 different ingredients in the McDonald's fries.
I think it's more.
OG said, can you say FDA? I mean,
so far
they know.
Yeah, they only check 3% of the food, I believe.
Damn, 3%?
Shit, yeah, man.
Oh, they don't even have a graph.
You got to click it like you
click
did.
right there. I think the
This
first
one
one.
right
The first one.
Up top. People also ask right under there.
This one right here?
Yeah. 75.8 years.
So
They live 5 years, almost 6 years longer than black men. 6 years longer than black men.
So yeah, man, that's. But what I was gonna say, as far as stress levels, I think a lot of people create or allow stress to be in their lives because they don't do what's necessary to solve for it. For instance, is inflation happening? Absolutely, right? Is it getting more expensive to live? Is it getting more expensive to get food? Is it getting more expensive to buy clothes? Whatever. Yes. But what are you doing about it?
We just talked about that off camera. That's not my kind of cheap. We was just talking about this before Jay Everyday pulled up.
Yeah.
Me and Spaces was just talking about this. I was telling him how I was like in some of the Nike outlets, right? And I'm looking at shoes. Me and Jay Everyday been shopping, and then we looking, and me and Jay Everyday both looked at each other like we seen some J's, and we like, we're not paying that back here. Like, we didn't come back here to pay full retail price or even close to full retail price. You damn near trying to pay 50 to 60% down from what the market price asked for the retail price asked for. Am I lying, Jay, every day?
Right, especially at the outlet.
Yeah, I'm not paying that. I don't give a fuck if they brand new, grade A, whatever the fuck you want to call it. I don't care. I will leave them shits on the shelf and let another dummy get them.
They make it to the outlet, then they should be marked off. That's how I look at it.
I done made so many pair of shoes where people didn't ask me, like, what is, like, out the other day with someone. They're like, damn, them some fly LeBrons, whatever you got on. I'm like, yeah, I paid $41 for these. You lying? Pull up on my Nike outlet, I paid $41 after taxes and everything. That's my kind of cheap. I saw some original day one LeBron, the first LeBrons that came out, the red and white joints. Remember the like maroon and white? I think that was $180 at the outlet. You think I'm gonna pay for those? Nah.
And
But it's just the way you spend your money too, though.
you know, it's all yes, absolutely. It's the way you spend your money because on average, people have money, the money they need to do what they need to do for themselves. They just don't spend their money that way. And this is coming from what I hear people saying. It's not me pocket watching because I know somebody else is gonna be construed that way. It's what people say that they're spending their money on.
Look, man, Moneybag Yo at the club. It's normally $5 to $10 to get in here, but since he's there, it's $50 to $60 per person, and you paid that to get in there. You big dummy. And Moneybag Yo just sitting on the stage looking at y'all with $2-3 million for jewelry and clothes and shit on, telling y'all thank y'all, get back in his Sprinter van and go on about his business. I'm not knocking him for the hustle. He did what he's supposed to do. But it's plenty of times, and I don't know if Jay Everyday been with me, but my homie Daniel Demo, nigga, I will turn around and go sit in the car and let y'all do what y'all do until y'all get through and we can go somewhere else. But I don't even spend money to get in the club. I don't spend no money to get in nowhere like that. I don't give a fuck what you talking about. You call me cheap, you can call me weird, you can call me whatever fuck you want to. I don't buy shit like that and do shit like that. It's just me. But like he's saying, it's enough money out here. People just spend their money on the wrong things. And then when you say something about it, why you pocket watching? Why you judging? People always say you're judging them when they doing some fucked up and crazy ass shit. And that's a fact. Anytime somebody say you're judging them, just ask yourself what they just said that you judge them about and just think about it. It's because they doing some fucked up, flaw shit and they in the wrong. So now you're judging them. It is what it is.
And people never say you're judging them whenever you're complimenting them.
Facts.
You ever notice that?
Facts. And people don't say you're judging them. Like, people say don't judge, but like I say, we judge rapists, we judge pedophiles, we judge everything. So I'm not saying that they don't deserve to be judged, but everybody judges everything. But you say don't judge her for wearing that, but you're going to judge him for doing that? Maybe he's sick.
You judging me by saying I judge somebody.
Thank you.
How
My
you
point
know
exactly.
I
I
judge?
said that all the time. You judging me, judging you. Hey, but Maul just up here preaching. Maul always, but I'm cool. I'm all right in these streets. I always tell people that all the time. I'm all right in these streets, baby. I'm good.
Yeah, man. You got anything you want to add to that?
Oh, I thought he was going to say tabernacle. That would have been perfect.
Church.
So this is another thing you sent us, Jay, every day.
Yeah. So Black History Month.
Yeah.
We already know. Okay, black. We know black means dead and so on and so forth. But it is Black History Month. Nonetheless, not to be a Debbie Downer. So, if you guys are familiar with O'Hare and the going into O'Hare, you have I believe it's Betsy Coleman Parkway. You guys familiar with that?
Mm-mm.
At O'Hare? So anyway, the kind of the loop that goes around it.
Yeah, that's Betsy Coleman.
Yeah, that's Betsy Coleman. So we read a little bit from that.
So Big Dog said a lot of people only accept judgment from their parents. Sometimes not even that, bro, but you're right. Cultivate your roots. Sounds like what they do every New Year's, charge a bag just to get in the club when it's usually free before 11 or $5 or $10 at the door. He said, Moneybag Yo, who? OG said, what logo you repping on the cap today, Ma?
Oh, I don't know. It was $10 when I went shopping. So guess what? Hey, it looked fly. I thought it was at first I thought it was like a Florida Marlins type thing.
Yeah,
it looked kind of
Florida.
Like a Detroit thing or something like the Detroit Tigers kind of logo. But it was in lids. It was $10. I went crazy. It was $10, baby. That's my kind of cheap. I keep telling y'all, that's my word. It's my kind of cheap, baby. I went crazy. I went ballistics. And still spent $50 on the White Sox hat. But yeah.
Go ahead, Jay.
So 5 lessons from Betsy Coleman's legacy. Nearly a century after her tragic death, aviation professionals and aficionados continue to be inspired by Betsy Coleman's daring and determination. Right, so I'm not going to get into all of that, but it says 5 lessons from Bessie Coleman's legacy. Right, so Bessie Coleman, she was the first African American, quote unquote African American / Native American. They put that together pilot.
Yeah, I saw that. It's like, what?
Oh,
Yeah.
she's Aquarius too. She was
Yeah.
born January 26th.
Yeah. So it says bloom where you're planted, even when the soil appears unpromising.
That's a
So,
good one right there.
it goes into a birthday born January 26, 1892. Betsy was the 10th of 13 children born to parents who were sharecroppers in Texas. She spent her childhood helping her parents harvest cotton and walking 4 miles to her segregated school, where she completed all 8 grades. Few people would have predicted that Betsy would achieve national acclaim and admiration based on her humble beginnings, growing up poor in a racially divided South. However, as an aviatrix, excuse me, and visionary, she soared beyond the barriers of that background. Her legacy reveals that where you start doesn't ultimately determine where you finish. So it says, she comes from a meager background. Number 2, let your desires and dreams carry you toward your destiny. When Betsy was 23, she worked as a manicurist in the Chicago barbershop. This is, I guess, how she became famous around. She got the O'Hare named after her, O'Hare Parkway named after her. She worked as a manicurist in the Chicago barbershop, where she listened to pilots share their experiences about flying during World War I. Hearing these experiences illuminated her destiny, according to Betsy. The air is the only place free from prejudices. I knew we had no aviators, neither men nor women. I knew the race needed to be represented along this most important line. So I thought it was my duty to risk my life to learn aviation. To achieve this dream, she would, in fact, have to face grave danger and risk her life. During her training for her international license, she witnessed a fellow student die in a plane crash. Although the accident had an emotional impact on her, it didn't deter her from obtaining her license. In Los Angeles, she broke a leg, 3 ribs, when her plane stalled and crashed on February 22nd, 1923.
So she broke her.
She broke her leg. After the crash, she told leg and ribs. She told the reporter, "Tell the world I'm coming back." Betsy left the hospital 3 months later and returned to flying. In 1926, Betsy died while testing her aircraft before an aerial show in Jacksonville, Florida. Tragedy prevented her from achieving her ultimate dream of establishing a school for young black aviators. Yet Betsy became a meaningful part of history because she diligently pursued her dreams and fulfilled many of them until she drew her last breath. Betsy's legacy teaches us that when we desire to be a part of something greater and reach for our dreams, we gain the courage to move forward into our destiny and often transform history along the way. Number 3, recognize the power of persistence. With every challenge she experienced, Betsy found a way to navigate around it. When she didn't have the money, she worked 2 jobs as a manicurist and a manager of a chili parlor, and saved to pay for aviation school. Because of her race, her gender, she received countless rejections for U.S. flight schools. So Betsy obtained financial backing from prominent African-American businessmen so she could study in France. Her persistence paid off because she became a media sensation when she came back to the United States as the first black and Native American aviatrix. Once Betty wanted to earn money as a stunt pilot, she decided she needed more advanced instruction, so she returned to France to further her aviation education. Again, her persistence was rewarded because she excelled in highly competitive field of exhibition flying, attracting large crowds willing to pay and eager to witness her daredevil maneuvers. Due to her popularity, Betsy also was in demand for important events, newspaper interviews, and speaking engagements, which generated more publicity and earnings for her. From her legacy, we see that persistence helps us find windows of opportunity when ignorance closes a few doors. Number 4, define yourself.
So that was powerful right there.
Yeah, that was
That was dope as hell right there.
Number 4, define yourself, disregard the haters. Betsy earned such nicknames as Brave Betsy and Queen Bess due to her complex stunts and stardom. Yet, despite her fame among people of all races, she was criticized as having an opportunistic nature and a flamboyant style. Such criticism had little effect of Betsy's focus and character and didn't compromise her values. She performed, she insisted that the crowds were desegregated. When she performed, she insisted that the crowds were desegregated. Also, at one point, Betsy had the opportunity to star in a film titled Show and Sunshine, but she walked off the set when she realized in the first scene that the movie would perpetuate stereotypes of black people as poor and downtrodden. Based on Betsy's legacy, we learn that when we define ourselves, we don't allow others to dictate our opportunities or boundaries. Number 5, maximize the moment because your influence extends beyond your lifetime. Betsy lived a short life, dying at the age of 34, and her career as a pilot spanned only 5 years. But her influence has been far-reaching for decades. Buildings and streets were named after her. Numerous books about her life were written for audiences of every age. Scholarships in her name have been awarded to students of aviation, and dolls and toys have been designed bearing her likeness. In her honor, the U.S. Postal Service issued a postal stamp to commemorate her in 1995. I guess I keep reading. On an individual level, Betsy influenced some of our nation's most prominent African Americans in aviation and aerospace. Lieutenant William J. Powell, who dedicated his life to promoting black aviation, founded Betsy Coleman Aero Club in 1929, as well as the Betsy Coleman Flying School and Betsy Coleman Aero, the first African American owned airplane manufacturer. In his book, Black Wings, he included a photo of Betsy and dedicated the publication to her. According to the bibliographer, Doris L. Rich, May C. Jameson, the first African American female astronaut in space, carried a picture of Betsy Coleman on her first mission in 1992. Even in the 21st century, Betsy remains a role model, particularly for girls who aspire to have careers in aviation or aerospace. Perhaps the greatest lesson of her legacy is what's important is not how many years we spend on Earth, but how we maximize the time we're given. Undeniably, Betsy Coleman left a blueprint for how to triumph our adversity and command respect in competitive fields. Based on her courage and commitment, she has earned another nickname, Beloved Betsy, because her legacy still stirs the hearts and imaginations of people from various backgrounds and generations. So, that's a person for Black History Month. So often we hear about Amelia Earhart, but I've never heard of Betsy Coleman.
I've never heard of her either. And to me, you always got a nigga like BXPH, but we're going to skip over that. But to me, all I hear is like a normal person, Betsy, not no celebrity, not none of this other stuff, but did way more than all these other people that combined that be on the motherfucking social media talking all this shit. That's what I took from that. Like she's not a celebrity. She's never been a celebrity, but she did more for the culture and for the culture of black women and all that stuff in a little bit of time she was on Earth. And that's a legacy. It ain't got you buying all the real estate and leaving it to your people, talking about them creating generational wealth and all this other shit. That's a legacy to me right there.
So,
yeah, and I didn't get any from that story. I didn't get anything where it was really I didn't get anything like I guess you could say negative about her character.
Yeah.
From that.
Yeah.
I didn't get anything negative, which was one thing that's really stood out for me from that story. Outside of getting things named after her, getting scholarships named, like that's like you said, Maul. That's how you. That's the real definition of having a legacy for yourself.
Yeah. And it ain't got nothing to do with her kids. It ain't got nothing to do with what she left behind. That's all on her. She ain't, like people be sitting up here talking about, I'm creating generational wealth. You can do all that you want to and your kids can fuck that shit up in a heartbeat. She did everything in her power for her name. Now, if her kids carry her legacy, okay, cool. But she did everything with her name gonna ring bells wherever. Like, we don't know her name, but now we just put her name out there, and now her name always ring bells.
Always. Absolutely. And it seemed like she just wanted to fly. Like, it didn't seem like, at least from that story, that she was, like you said, she was trying to make a name for herself. She just wanted to fly.
She just
and
did
then
what she thought was best.
all this other stuff that
came along with it.
Came along with it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was.
Appreciate you on that one, Jay, every day.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. So we got Naps and Beauty in the chat. What's going on, Naps and Beauty? How you
Sister
doing?
every day. What's going on?
DHPS said, "Dang, I didn't know this was a history class. It's
always
Black History Month, sir."
Nah, it's just niggas like GHBH.
D Money in the chat. What's going on, D Money? How you doing?
D Money, what up, yo?
What's up, sister? Every day, D Money. What's happening?
All right, so. Does this have volume?
They basically abandoned the prison. We just was left there to die.
Yeah, I gotta pull it up. But okay, so I had just a sidebar question real quick. It's a conversation we've had before, but just a question, because I had this conversation yesterday. Going back, so when The Color Purple came out, the new one, the recent one, right? One of the big things that happened with Taraji P. Henson is she said that she wasn't getting. One of the things that she didn't like about what was going on is that she wasn't getting a ride to and from the set. I had a conversation with someone, and I said, I think that's diva behavior. That's diva thought process.
I don't think so. But don't you still got to negotiate that, though? But should that already be, I guess, I guess that should be, the ride should be bare minimum, though?
That was my perception of it was, if that's what she wanted, then she should have made sure that was figured out before she signed a contract.
But I thought, probably on all her other movies, that probably was already like there. It was already like, oh, I don't even have to ask for this because I just know they're gonna give this bare minimum. That's
what the person that I was having a conversation with was saying. On Taraji P. Henson's been in the game for 15 years or something like that. So she's been on different sets, and that was always provided for her.
Yeah.
Clearly not.
What you mean clearly?
Oh, I'm sorry. She said that based on her Taraji P. Henson's previous experiences, she's always the ride or the trailer or whatever has always been provided for her. It was something that came with it, and she didn't have to ask for it or whatever. That's an assumption to me, but I guess so. But clearly, it's not something that is automatically provided, because if it was, you would have had it.
But this is just one movie, though. If she had it all other movies and then have it this movie.
Third Post Media in the chat, what's going on? It said in a multi-million-dollar project, it's the norm to get a ride to and from set, I think.
And that's what I'm saying, too. It's like, wasn't that...
Third Post Media, what's happening?
What's going on?
I don't necessarily have an issue with what she's previously experienced. I'm saying that, yes, it should be the norm. I would imagine that, because I would imagine that you would just have trailers on the set, so you don't got to worry about people getting stuck in traffic or having other car issues or whatever. But nobody else got rides.
I ain't nobody else, though. I ain't everybody else.
Okay, then why should you get special treatment?
Because I am who I am.
You're not the only person on the set, though.
I don't give a damn.
I mean, and this is what
they were saying. The other person was talking about too.
It was other people joining in.
They saying the same thing.
They were saying the same thing.
Yeah, that's true. It's like we can go a prime example right now. We can put up some black people right now sitting up there destroying shit and all that shit. And somebody in the chat be like, man, look at all those black people. Jerry Day, what are you going to say?
What, look at them?
No, you're going to be like, nigga, that's them. I'm not them.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you say that all the time. Nigga, just because that's black people, that don't associate all of us with that. So on her set with her thing, that's just because everybody else is that don't mean I have to do that too. Or my ride shouldn't be here for me.
So she going back. I mean, if that's the industry standard, you know, that might have not been in the budget, man. Y'all niggas is singing. Boy, fuck her.
I mean, the Cultivate Your Roots said, why complain if you didn't make sure it was in the contract before you signed?
Thanks.
There's always going to be someone who doesn't care about you or your status. Cultivate Your Roots said people like Jay and May exist.
But what I'm
Jay and May.
Maybe she meant
that is a good what you
Maybe,
just said. Cultivate Your Roots.
And they don't give a fudge about a celebrity.
But if that's always been provided in every set you've been in, and it's not this one, that'll shock you too.
But if they didn't give it to nobody else, and I get you are who you are.
Okay.
But if they didn't give it to nobody else, I mean, this other stars just as big as you. Who the fuck is you?
Fantasia.
Who?
Fantasia was the main character in the movie.
Oh, she's the main character.
But Fantasia is the biggest star than.
No, she's not the biggest.
But she was the main character in the movie though.
I understand that, but she's still not a bigger star. We talking about star power now.
Who else was in the movie? I didn't watch that shit, so it don't.
I didn't either.
Danielle, the girl that played is Tasty in Orange Is the New Black. Danielle.
Oh, you know what? She might have needed a ride because these motherfuckers you naming. You didn't name Fantasia and some.
And that's what. And my point exactly.
Black.
She's who she is. I understand that it should have been negotiated in her contract and all that stuff, but it's like, bro, Fantasia. I mean, not Fantasia. Taraji is Taraji. Taraji's a bigger star than her. Yeah.
But not in this. She's not the main character in this particular movie. So.
I understand that. Okay, that's just like if Denzel was in the movie. Denzel is still a bigger star power. It don't matter if he's the star of the movie.
Denzel's going to be the main character. So if anybody gets a ride, it should be the main character.
I guess we're gonna dance around that because we're gonna have to agree to disagree. But I'm just saying star power. Taraji was like probably the biggest star in that movie, even though she wasn't the star of the movie. She's still the biggest star in the movie.
DHPX said, yes, you are you, but you are everyone else. Get your own right to work. Big dogs. That's my whole assessment is it should have been taken care of. It should have been figured out before. And what you said, this was my example, right? Let's say a girl had 8 relationships, right?
Mm-hmm.
8 relationships where everything was done for her.
Mm-hmm.
Super high class trips and all this stuff, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then she gets to 9th dude. Mm-hmm. Is it fair for her to put her previous experiences with the previous 8 dudes on this 9th dude?
Some shit is standard though, and like I say, some shit is just standard. Like okay, because none of us are Hollywood, but if I'm pretty sure they provided lunch, that's gonna be a standard. Like you mean to tell me now, nigga, I gotta bring my own lunch? Like you see what I'm saying? I already know that stuff like that is gonna be catered. Like we're gonna have coffee in the morning, or somebody's gonna have donuts. It's just certain things
should be there, and it's a standard. Be there. That's like, a standard.
Yeah. So I mean, yeah, we might be looking at it as certain, as a certain way. It's like when you go to the job, you expect to have a uniform. Am I right?
Mm-hmm. Just like
most jobs have a uniform, like I would expect that. Like
just like the company. I don't know if y'all still work for that company, but I was on vacation from that company. But I don't know if y'all still work for that company. We got certain things that we do, and when we hear about other people that at their job, we're like, what?
Yeah.
No, I'm not doing because it's like we already set. This company has already set the standard for us, so we're not going anything less from that standard. It's like with a girl, with your thing, your analogy with the relationship wise. If a girl has been getting all these relationships, why the fuck is she gonna double back and come with you, nice dude, and stay with you any type of and take anything less from what she's already been getting?
Exactly. So if you're not getting what you want, then don't sign a contract.
That's why the girl need to leave, and she should have been leaving.
And that's what Taraji B. Henson should have did.
But it's just leave if you signed the contract.
That's what I'm saying, and that's really what I'm getting at.
Right. What I'm saying is that okay, if it's an industry standard, right? Again, How the fuck you not? How would you know they're not going to provide lunch after you? Like, damn, I got to put the lunch in the contract.
I guess so.
I guess so, but then that's real weird. That's what I'm saying. Y'all niggas went out and go watch this bullshit. You know what I mean?
Yes, I did.
Right? Y'all went to go watch this bullshit. They spent $50 million. I think that was their budget. Didn't make it back.
Million?
Yeah,
I
didn't
thought
make
it was 100.
Okay, 100. Y'all got $100 million and can provide no rides?
Yeah, go ahead, Google it. I think it was 100. I think it was like 105 or something like that, if I'm not mistaken.
I mean,
Maybe I could be wrong.
To me, you would try to figure out who's the director. Okay, because I'm not sure who directed any of this shit. Who's the head producer, right? What previous projects have they done before? Have niggas had rides before?
I was kind of right, 100 million.
Okay, cool, $100 million. That makes it worse. You niggas spent $100 million and couldn't get a ride to work.
I don't necessarily have an issue with
Who the fuck was y'all paying? Was this $100 million movie to you?
it was a lot going on in the movie. It was they had a lot of people in there with all the between the people that the music production, the dancers.
Extra niggas. I'm talking about some real motherfuckers that you gotta pay some real bread.
Because Taraji P. Henson claimed she didn't get the bread if they had a $100 million budget. And she couldn't get 15 to 20 of that?
I don't even care how much she could have got. She couldn't get a ride.
I don't know. I think it was a matter of she was
Color Purple.
Yeah, we're talking about Color Purple, Rob. So Cultivate Your Roots said
You might gonna have to go back up a little bit because there was a lot of such stuff said.
Big Dog said everyone should get a dang ride. The actors give you time and energy, and acting is great. Talent in my eyes. I think I don't know, not Taraji. Cultivate Your Roots said JML, that was a typo. DHPX says she's not a star. Thank you. She's just an actress, not a star. Absolutely.
Who?
Taraji P. Henson.
She's not a star?
Not to me. No. I mean, since she's been in the game.
I'm going to put you and DXPH in the same thing because I don't even talk to DXPH about no basketball superstars either. So that's one of the things we're going to put on that list. We're going to put this in there with my mama titties and all this other shit. And we're going to throw this shit in the bottom of the ocean. We're not going to never discuss this no more with DXPH and Spaces about who's a star and who's not. Because if you say Taraji P. Henson is not a star, come on now, bro. Come on now. Come on, man. Y'all both are tripping if y'all said that. Now, am I sitting up here saying, is she
come on,
super? No, but in the black movies and stuff, Taraji P. Henson is a star. Come on now, stop it. Stop.
She's the same character in multiple different movies.
Okay then, but she's still a star though.
And y'all forget she was dealing with Oprah and Steven Spielberg. I'm not sure what that means. Are you saying that they're cheap? DHPX. I've been on a movie set. And food and transportation is provided, to be honest. Okay, cool. Oh, he said, okay, Kendrick Perkins.
All right, little girl, keep on. I told you. Keep it up. What your mama used to tell you, keep on. Keep on, little girl.
OG said she's a star. Give me 5 great movies that she did.
That's not what a star is.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Go ahead and keep reading.
You talking about what is a star? Popularity?
That's what a star is. Popularity. Exactly. That's exactly what a star is.
Like Lord have mercy, bro.
Maybe okay. Then I got a different
regardless
definition.
of what
like you're popular, cool.
That's what stars are. Popularity. Like nobody. What's them little young motherfuckers that's running around, the little pop chicks and stuff? Like don't nobody know who they are. We don't. She's popular. Star. You can top in like the top stars. I wouldn't know none of them motherfuckers, but she's popular somewhere. It's popularity.
Who? You said who's running around?
Like the little young people. Like if you ever look, they be like, oh damn. You can type in star power. Type in like star power. Famous stars. Wouldn't know half these people.
So just like star actors.
Just type in famous stars. It's fine.
I knew it. I knew it was gonna go to astrology. I knew it.
Type people.
Famous people.
Okay, of course. Half these people are the presidents. But anyway, they have a lot of people. A lot of people be TikTok stars. A lot of people be Instagram influencers. You don't know who these people are. for black people at least, like you said, for black people at least, Taraji's a household name. She's popular.
I'll give you that. Definitely a household name.
Bro, you don't know half of the motherfucking women up there.
Margot Robbie, Emma Watson.
Emily Blunt, who the fuck is that?
Bro, that's what I'm saying. You don't know half of the fucking people up
Amy
there.
Adams, Angelina Jolie, Anne Hathaway, Jodie Foster. Yes,
you don't know Taraji P. Henson.
I'm not saying I don't.
What was the reason? What was the reason? What motivated you to go see? It wasn't Taraji. It was Fantasia.
Absolutely not.
It was the singing. What was it?
Yeah, it's a musical. I want to hear the music.
If neither one of them niggas was in there, you would have went to go see it anyway.
I didn't even know. I barely knew Taraji was in it.
Oh,
for real.
What role did she play?
She was
Celie sister.
No, the lady that came and sang "You Show Is Ugly."
I thought she was a sister.
No,
I don't know. I don't watch none of that shit. that deprecating, that black deprecating shit.
Because didn't they get broken up at a young age and then they turned out to be who she was?
Yeah, that was
But she was a sister, I thought, right?
No, that was Holly Bailey that played the sister, and then when she came back later, that was Sierra.
Y'all think
so? Holly Bailey was the younger version.
Yeah.
Then she came back as Taraji P. Henson, right?
No, Taraji P. Henson was the lady that came and sang when Mr. picked her up out of the rain and said, "You show is ugly."
Yeah, she
was that person. The one that sang the sister song, "You've Been on My Mind." That lady.
Okay.
But she was a side character.
Okay.
In The Color Purple.
For sure though.
OG said white folks.
White folk.
Big Dog said, y'all think Eminem racist? I don't know. I don't. DHPX said M white, of course he is. What?
Where they come from?
Yeah, like
Big Dog, where you get that from? Like, what happened? Did he say something online or something? What happened?
Been rocking with OG said. Been rocking with Taraji since Person of Interest. I don't know anybody that's ever went to a movie and said Taraji P. Henson is going to in it. I'm going to go watch it.
You got black women that do that.
Yeah, that's fine.
But all right, this next thing.
Oh shit.
So, it says Orleans Parish Prison. Hold on, let me put this down first. Orleans Parish Prison is the city jail for New Orleans, Louisiana. First opened in 1837. It is operated by the Orleans. Is operated by the Orleans. Where was I? Is operated by the Orleans Parish Sheriff's Office. And on August 29, 2005, when Hurricane Katrina struck the Gulf Coast, the staff of Orleans Parish Sheriffs abandoned the jail, leaving roughly 650 prisoners in their cells with no access to food, water, or ventilation for days. Deputies returned to the Orleans Parish Prison days after and began evacuating inmates to surrounding areas, which included I can't even see that. Elaine Hunt Correctional Center, the I-10 overpass, and the Broad Street overpass. In over 400 testimonials conducted by the American Civil Liberties Union, prisoners described their experience during the abandonment, which included exposure to flood water and other elements, hunger, beatings by jail staff and other inmates, and other racially charged abuse by the jail staff. While there is no official death count for the prisoners that were left behind, 517 prisoners were later registered as unaccounted for by Human Rights Watch. That's crazy.
That's crazy. It kind of goes with you know, the recent, and I don't think we covered it, but the the findings of Mississippi, down in Mississippi, you know, those burial sites with no names, or, you know, just things that's happening. A lot of people feel, you know, when prisoners, something happens, the prisoners like, it's cool, or, you know, like, shit, they in prison. You know what I mean? So it's like, damn, hey, it is what it is. But, you know,
They're still human.
They still human. We still got to treat them in a humane fashion. Some people aren't in there for real. Some people aren't in there for heinous crimes, right?
And
some people are just in there for anything.
And that's the sheriff's jail. So them probably got pulled over, or pulled out the car, and just locked up. Them wasn't no real. They didn't even go to trial and probably shit yet.
Yeah.
So and that's crazy. It's to like, you want to say, like, what was they supposed to do, because they had families and stuff too. So they probably jetted home to go see about their families and stuff too. But it's like, I don't really know what to say to do.
Right.
Like what they should have been doing.
Right.
Should they just been let free? I don't really know. I don't know. But it's fucked up though. It's really fucked up.
I mean, during Katrina, it was a lot of
discombobulation,
nefarious activity going on.
Yeah,
I mean, so to speak. I mean, they cut off the bridges, and you had a lot of people coming from the other sides.
I think didn't they like fuck up the levees too? Like they did that, right?
I mean, that's what it's been said, you know. So I
I
wouldn't put it past it. Yeah, I heard that they blew up the levees.
Yeah, they blew up the levee. I think it was flooded.
They flooded a part of town to keep the more richer part, more affluent parts of town, basically afloat. No pun intended.
So they did. They was trying to sacrifice this to save this.
Yeah. So
let the water go over there
and
break the levees and direct water going over there to prevent from this.
Like the side of town that we were on back in New Orleans, a lot of that was just
straight water.
But
I also think that they
when that Walmart Tchoupitoulas,
trying to get that motherfucking real estate too, probably too. Like, we need this.
For sure.
We need this.
Yeah.
We need this. Ski mask, no robbery. We need all that.
But it was a lot of people that ended up dead, you know, from gunshot. You know, there was a lot of gunshot victims. I mean, they was over there hunting people.
Yeah.
They took it as, you know what, this is an opportunity.
Let gators and shit roam free, eating people.
It was an opportunity to just kill niggas.
It was like
you know, straight up and down.
It was like 1,000-pound alligator too. It had a whole bunch of bodies in its belly or some shit.
Yeah.
For real. I remember that like it was yesterday too, because I was in Florida. I was camping. Matter of fact, I had to drive home through the water. Me and my cousin, my cousin Andrew, we drove home from off the Keys, Key Largo, to come home. Because in Florida City, Homestead, Florida City, that was one of them hurricanes, we didn't get shit but the water. And our flooding system and shit was cool, so it didn't really do no damage. It had a couple floods here, a couple floods there, but it didn't do really nothing to the house. We didn't really get that high winds, but all we did was mostly get all the rain and water. All the other shit kind of hit towards over there where New Orleans and all that shit was up north, but we just got all the water and the backdraft from the water and the wind, but it didn't really do no bad damage to our shit.
Yeah.
I remember that shit like it was yesterday.
And they still, I mean, you think about New Orleans, they still
trying to recover.
Still recovering, still rebuilding. Yeah. Cool people, definitely cool people. Good culture. If you haven't been, gotta go.
Yeah. Hey, and if you from where we from, and just me?
Yeah, just over a little bit, sitting at the table.
Okay, and if you from where we from, people gonna be staring at you. That's just what they do. You feel me? It's just, it is what it is. And you know where we from, we don't play that staring shit. Like, we asking you what's happening, but it's okay. That's just what they do down there. It's everybody. We learned that real quick though.
Jordan York said, "What's good, guys?" Jordan, what's up, man? What's up, man? It's been too long, man. Where you been hiding at? What's going on, man? So that it reminded me of when you mentioned alligators. When I was in New Orleans, I did an alligator swamp tour, and also it was on but they have. I'm gonna butcher this, but there was an alligator that was like over 20 feet long or something like that. His name was Brutus, and
say the name to nigga.
Yeah, and Brutus.
Brutus the nigga eater.
But but thinking about that, when you say alligator had body parts in their stomachs and stuff, that's crazy. But they also along in New Orleans, when I was out there, speaking of, the Katrina and all that, just like we out here are prepared for snow, they out there are prepared for rain or flooding. Because when I was going on the alligator swamp tour, I don't know if it was a lot of rain or it was some flooding for whatever reason going on. I don't know what specifically. But when we came back and our bus was traveling through the water, hey, Trap and Slay, what's going on?
Hey, Trap and Slay.
Hey, Trap and Slay, how you doing today?
When our bus was driving through the water, the water is high enough to like leak into the bus from the bottom of the door. But people had sandbags in their they had sandbags in their stores. So when the flooding started happening, they just put the sandbags outside of the door and closed their doors, and so to help reduce flooding, they had all different types of stuff.
Interesting way of life.
But that's crazy though. 517 just disappearing.
Yeah,
but that ain't shit compared to that Mississippi back in that jail. They say it's up to like how many is it up to? Was it up to like 500?
Yeah. And that's just,
that's wild.
It's shit that happens, in these jails that we have no idea about. So.
And that's when people be talking about some, I ain't even gonna say that. I'm gonna leave that alone.
That's one of the things that should deter anybody to go to jail. I mean, sometimes people end up there, right? But it should deter you. Like the bad things that you hear about jail and prison. Right, prison specifically, because you can end up in jail for whatever. But prison specifically, it should deter you, especially as a young person.
Deter is a understatement.
Yeah, shit. Well, it's gonna be an overstatement once your ass step in the jail. But you well, I mean, did I share the one with T.K. Kirkland?
I was looking for it right now.
But T.K. Kirkland was basically saying, like, you're going to, T.K. is a comedian, by the way, but he was basically saying that you go to jail, you're going to meet somebody that's 6, 7, 8 times bigger than you. You could be a big person yourself, but you're in there with real killers.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? You're in there with people who have life, who don't give a fuck. Like, you think you don't give a fuck. No, they don't give a fuck because they're in there for their natural born life.
It ain't no motherfucking guns in jail, bro. Ain't shit but hands and niggas trying to get that ass.
Be humble. What's happening? Be humble. Be humble. Say jail is a rite of passage. Yeah, for a lot of black people or people in impoverished communities, and I would agree.
That's not my rite of passage.
It's a rite of passage. That's crazy. Be humble.
Somebody said they did 2 years in prison. Let's see what they talking about.
Trap and Slay said, "I did 2 years in prison. I'll never go back. It wasn't a bad experience, but I did go to federal. I'm sure that made a difference. That made
big difference. A biggest difference. Hell yeah, federal over state or prison. Hell yeah, that's a big ass difference. I sent it to you.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that, Trap and Slay. That's crazy.
You didn't know it's a big difference between.
No, that shit.
Oh, what?
I'm sure it is, but you probably want to avoid both of those. Shit.
Just avoid jail at all costs.
Yeah.
Cause that's crazy, man. Like people, like I put in the chat, motherfucker, them shorties be thinking they all tough because you got guns and shit like that. But when you get back there, you ain't got nothing but raw hands and knives. And you niggas is not good with knife work or with y'all hands.
Yeah, that's right there.
That's it right there.
Kids, if you watch this show, in jail you have no guns. You got a knife if you're lucky. You got a knife if you're lucky. You're really gonna have to have this.
Ain't no if you lucky. You don't have guns in jail. There's no guns in jail. Fuck is Vlad talking about?
People 8, 9, 10 times bigger than you. And don't go to prison when you even got the jailers, the COs, who are evil and beat you. Because you see what's going on around the prisons, how they're finding dead bodies in the backyard, behind the prison, the organs are gone, people are missing. They're not playing. huge men. You saw them in the street, you walk across the street. But the other men had them dressed up in booty shorts. They had the blouse tied up and one of them scarves around there. I see it with my own eyes. All you young kids, if you watch.
Yeah.
He didn't tell not one lie. Not one lie did he tell.
Even the biggest nigga can get folded
That's
up.
what I'm saying. Like a lawn chair. It's always like people always sit up here and say how big and bad you is. It's always one more bigger bad person just like you.
Trap and Slay said, yeah, I went to federal prison. Yes, avoid it. I hate to see people glorify jail. I've never seen anybody glorify it. I've heard people glorify the fact that they went in, but
About
not
the same thing, ain't it?
Bro, I seen a video of a shorty. They was scared straight. Shorty say he got in there and dude asked him for his like lunch or meal and he said no. He said, dude, like, and I put this in the chat. I know Jay every day gonna know exactly what I'm talking about. He say, dude, it was on the Scared Straight episode. He say, dude hit him so hard, he don't know if he had the shit, piss, or he couldn't see. He say that's how hard dude hit him.
Yeah.
He thought he had a brick in his hand. Nigga, if somebody hit you that hard, that's hard. That's all right.
Will, what's going on? Will, what's up?
You
bro?
gonna eat your cornbread?
Maybe I ought to eat your cornbread.
That's funny. Your ass right there trying to fight for your cornbread.
Shit, you better fight.
You got to. You ain't got no other choice. You have to fight.
Will said, I was in a holding cell for 8 hours. Never again.
He was in the county wheel.
Hold the cell, boy.
Cultivate Your Roots said, I couldn't imagine being locked up away from loved ones watching time go by. That's
Right,
true.
That's true.
Trap and Slay said, I live in Miami. They put me on a plane, shackled my hands and feet, and sent me to West Virginia.
Shit.
That was a scary experience.
Ooh,
Sheesh.
shit.
He was up with them. What's up, boys? What's up, ladies?
Shit.
You mine now.
You lying, come on here.
Oh, just imagine trying to fight for your manhood, though, B. Like, for real. Motherfucker really trying to take your cheeks.
Hey,
I heard they call you Trap and Slay.
I'm trapping. It's like, come here.
Come here, Trap and Slay.
Motherfucker say you look thick. I ain't talking about you. I'm talking about your mans. That's wild.
Will said over in Hammond. Okay, cool. Naps Beauty said Kai Sinat did a stream. Yeah, we talked about that.
Yeah, I didn't like that. A lot of people was trying to like say it was just like a show, but it's like, bro, you sitting over here making this shit looking like it's sweet or something.
Yeah, I don't laugh about you.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't even want to visit.
Yeah, I'm cool. I ain't never tell y'all about the story about the company I work for. I don't know about they work for. We had a delivery to go inside the jail, and I was trying to deliver it, and the lady was like, "Why you so nervous?" I was like, "Cause I'm going inside here." She was like, "But you get to leave." But I was like, "But it's still gotta go inside here with other people that's in there. I don't play about this jail shit. I ain't never been to jail." I was nervous as fuck. I'm not gonna lie.
Trap and Slay say something else.
Trap and Slay said, I honestly didn't have any issues in West Virginia. The CEOs were actually cool. They didn't bother us. LOL. I was at the one Martha Stewart went to. It was like a college.
Oh, y'all was eating good. Martha was in that bitch cooking.
Martha was in that bitch cooking.
Yeah, she was cooking.
Sheesh. That's crazy. All right. Let's get into this last thing.
Booty Warrior was enough to stop me.
All right.
I like you, and I want you. My mind's telling me no. No,
Tell her,
Kelly in that
throw
mind.
your ass some motherfucking red lipstick and tell you put that on your lips. Some red Kool-Aid, my bad. I said red lipstick. Throw that red Kool-Aid on your bed, tell you put that on your lips and tie your shirt up.
DHBS, we either going to do this the easy way or the hard way.
Yeah, no. What's the crazy part of a nigga come to you and grab you and tell you might as well save your energy for making love? Oh, my God.
You heard somebody say that before?
Wallow 267. The Gilly didn't Wallow them say that shit all the time. He say we nigga grabbed Wallow and told Wallow, you might well start fighting, young blood. You might well save your energy for making love.
Making love in jail is crazy.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
No, a nigga grab you from the back and tell you to save your energy for making love, bro.
I don't know, man. I don't even want to.
Come on, man.
I mean, I've heard prison stories,
Bro,
man.
no, bro. I'm gonna obey this law, bro. I'm standing on this side of the fence. I'm obeying the law.
Trapper Slate said, LOL, I went in 2015. Martha had been gone years before.
Oh, man. She's a sponsor.
Why is he giving them? Yeah. Yeah, here we go.
DXPH a wild boy say we either gonna do this the hard way or the easy way. Why you standing behind somebody talking about so hard? Oh
crazy.
my God.
Come on.
Yeah,
man.
facts. Yeah. You see what Boosie say? He walked in the motherfucking shower, motherfucker riding stuff from the back. He say he ain't never seen a man ride stuff from the back. Oh my God. Well, you niggas keep going to jail. I'm gonna keep going to work. You niggas can stay out there and do all what you want to. And go ride shit. Put a Coke can in the shower. Tell a nigga you riding D from the back.
All right. So,
oh Lord, that's crazy. All right.
give it a sec. Okay, so Earn Your Leisure. Shout out to Earn Your Leisure. What's going on? What's going on, y'all?
I ain't gonna say they're my people, but I fuck with them.
New York City is launching a new. New York City is launching a new initiative to provide prepaid cards to migrants, enabling them to buy food and baby supplies. This program, costing the city $53 million, is an extension of a partnership with New Jersey's Mobility Capital Finance, which previously offered similar assistance to residents in need. Initially, around 500 families staying at the Roosevelt Hotel will benefit from this program, with the amount provided every 28 days, varying based on the family size. A family of 4, for example, will receive $1,000. Participants must agree to spend funds solely on food and baby supplies and can use the cards at grocery stores, convenience stores, and bodegas.
So they giving them $1,000 free food stamps.
Sheesh, bro.
You know what you should have did after that? After you put that video up, you should have went back and got that other video where the migrants, where they beat up the cops, and then when they got released from jail for no bond, throwing up their middle fingers at the cameras. Should have put that right behind it.
My thing is, how is they getting released from jail with no? You shouldn't be over here doing none of that. That's a straight deportation. Like you shouldn't be right? In no nothing. It's cheaper to put y'all back on the flight than to give y'all $1,000.
No, it ain't. Put that right back on that same bus. Get that bus driver this other 10 bands. Mm-hmm. All them motherfuckers load back on that bus and drive their right back down to motherfucking Texas with the same route. I-55? Yeah. Get y'all that right back on I-55 and don't get off.
They're going to still be in Texas.
Yeah,
so the thing is, you fly their ass back over to the Caracas, wherever the fuck they from, and you send them over there. Boom. Yeah, I heard they tried to blame the one of the police. Yeah, they tried to blame the police for getting this stuff attacked.
100% free with TurboTax-free edition. Roughly 37% of taxpayers qualify.
That brutal attack just further proof as the most recent stats show that assaults on officers are on the rise. Fox 5's Kendall Green live in Times Square with more tonight. Kendall.
Hi, good evening, Steve Natasha. Many have already seen that disturbing video and wonder how it happened in the first place.
Kevin Green clean though. I ain't gonna lie to you.
I thought he was finna say yo.
I thought it was Solomon.
Turn it up a little bit.
I think it's too loud. No, that's cool.
Around 8:30 Saturday night, you can see 5 men and 2 officers interacting on camera. Seems calm and ordinary until the pair of officers attempt to take down one of the men in yellow, pictured here, and then it gets ugly.
You saw the video. Reprehensible. Cowards.
It starts with one kick to a cop's head and only escalates from that point on. Seconds later, the men swarm around the officers already on the ground by this point, striking them both multiple times.
You want to know why our cops
Fail.
are getting assaulted?
Did he have a motorcycle helmet on?
There's no consequences. And we must change this.
Hey, but ain't that cool to use deadly force on that? He kicked him in his head.
It's New York, you know, that's strange.
Alvin Bragg's office sent us a statement in part saying, quote, violence against police officers is never acceptable. It is paramount that we conclusively identify each defendant and specify each participant's role in the incident. Every defendant charged so far is facing felony charges that carry a penalty of up to 7 years. It's not clear what triggered the fight, but it's part of a rising trend of citywide felony assaults on police. Police report a jump of 1,885 assaults in 2022 to 2,235 last year, representing a more than 15% spike in assaults during that period.
It really begs the question as to what is being done within the criminal justice system to not only keep officers safe, but keep us as a community safe.
Dr. Darren Portrait, retired as an NYPD lieutenant and teaches now. He notes his concern with the potential attack's impact on numbers on the police force, in context with NYPD's already troubling attrition rate.
When we look to situations such as officers being assaulted and the actual offenders being released, it really creates a greater propensity for people not wanting to take the job of being a police officer.
The 5 men face the charges that include assault on a police officer, gang assault, and disorderly conduct, which, if convicted, carry up to 7 years in prison. That's from Times Square.
I got a brother named Leon, but that wasn't what I was talking about. So.
All right, let's catch it up in chat. Trap and Slay said, I'm going to reach out to the immigrants. I have a resume writing service. They can come spend some of that money with me. I won't tax them too crazy. I'm a hustler, baby.
And tax, they
Jordan York said, must agree. LMAO. Nasty Beauty said, this is why our taxes are going off the charts. Be Humble said, short response, as I'm not from New York, F that state. Long response, Greg Abbott should send the migrants back instead of to the cities with black mayors.
All right.
Trap and Slate said, oh yeah, I'm most definitely reaching out. I need some of those stamps. I got 200.
That's a fact. You get an ass $1,000 a month in stamps. Nigga, I can use that too. I ain't even gonna lie to you though. Food is high as fuck.
I got 200 for the 400 in stamps for Pedro.
I'm with you on that. Trap and Slate, I'm with you on that.
DHPX said, all the joking and we in Civil War too. Be humble. We have said America is the best country for years, and now people want to come here, and we're like, nah. Who is we, DHPX?
DXPH, when you say that shit, I'm with you, DXPH.
Now, had they unloaded both clips, would they have been wrong?
And that's my whole thing too, because I'm like, is that deadly force? Because he was getting kicked in the head.
That was when I was watching that, I was literally asking the question, would it have been okay for them to use their weapons?
Motherfuckers were fire. Start letting shit go. Boy, you getting kicked in your head. You gotta let that shit go. Deal with the consequences later.
Jordan York said all them would Jordan York said all them would have been popped messing with me.
That's a fact. I'm with you on that too.
Be Humble said, that's Fox News channel. This was staged, LOL. Nasty Beauty said, I dare not try this in any of their countries. It'll be a wrap. True. The HPX said, I said it once and I'll say it again. We have to get active with these migrants. Ooh, that's crazy, bro. It's only getting easier and easier for them. And harder for Americans.
Yeah, that's a fact. But we said it on the clip that we went semi-viral. That, bro, I'm with all about humanity, humans, and all that stuff. That's cool. But nigga, I'm for America first. Black, white, Hispanic, or whatever. I'm with the black first, then I'm with the whatever. But American, that's always come first. And I'm not trying to hear none of that you talking about. I'm not trying to hear we need to help them. No, we need to help ourselves first.
Right.
We need to help our fucking selves first. I'm not trying to hear that. We need to help ourselves first.
I have no arguments.
None whatsoever. Help ourselves first. Fuck that.
And my biggest question about it all is, why?
Why what?
Why are they here? Why are we helping them so much? Why are so many resources being given to them?
And they feel entitled. I've seen clips that they feel fucking entitled.
It's less about them and it's more about your government. So whatever, again, if you had the opportunity to get some free shit. Niggas is gonna stand in line to get some free shit.
True.
So it's about the government, what
True.
they promised to them, and what's not being told to the American people.
Trap and Slate said, "I'm so glad Florida ain't going for this foolishness." DeSantis said they can't come here, and he said he better not catch them here either.
You say all that, but y'all in Florida they had their shit. Goddamn Cubans back in the day.
We had someone comment on one of our videos that is from Florida. He said that it's like, I think he said it's like little Puerto Rico. I think he said DeSantis is Trap and Slate said DeSantis is Hispanic and he don't even want him here.
Shit, the Hispanics
But
in motherfucking Florida don't want them here.
Cubans is mad racist though. Like they mad
Facts.
racist for sure. they just as racist as Mexicans.
DHBX. DHBX said Florida got enough to deal with. Y'all got aliens in Miami.
Hey, DX, see? Leave my city alone, B. We know we crazy. Leave the city alone, B.
Shit ain't a border state, but it's 90 miles away from Cuba. Might as well be a border state.
You can go to the edge of Florida on Key West and you can see, with binoculars, you can see Cuba.
Sheesh.
Yeah.
That yeah. I'll say it once, I'll say it again. Cheap labor and voting. That's my conspiracy theory, be humble.
I don't put nothing past none of that. Everything y'all saying is true. I don't put past none of that shit y'all talking about.
Trap and Slate said that was a fight that happened at the mall. Y'all believe anything. No, we talked about it a few weeks ago, Trap and Slate. I don't remember.
All the videos that people record, Snapchats, Facebooks, Instagrams, and then nobody get no picture of no aliens, you got life fucked up. Like you say, them was some big ass teenagers with some skinny jeans on with purses out there fighting.
Cultivate Your Roots said it's always a method to the madness. Absolutely.
Sure.
All right, y'all got anything else y'all want to talk about before we go?
I'm good. We had a pretty good, productive conversation, guys.
Absolutely. You got your shout out?
Oh, yeah. This sweater I got on is Me Versus Me. It come from a company in, I think, are they in Florida? I think they're in Orlando, Florida. I think that's where it comes from. I'm not mistaken. But it's called Black and Power. It's called Black and Power. If you Google them or put them in Instagram, they should pop up. It's called Black and Power. They got a lot of little nice little sweaters and hoodies and all that stuff. This is a sweatshirt from them. They're a black-owned company, which we shouldn't be saying black-owned anyway. We should want everybody to support them, black, white, Hispanic. We need some of them Hispanic motherfuckers who's kicking them cops. We need them in some of this so they can blow them up and so they can be bigger than ever or whatever. But this is a black-owned company right here, a sweater. It say Me Versus Me. I'm my own competition.
I like that quote.
What?
Me versus me?
Yeah, I'm my own competition. Yeah, it's your own competition.
You shouted yours out already earlier?
No.
Okay.
So, of course, you probably seen me wear these. I've worn this plenty of times, different
trying to
colors,
get
different
some,
flavors. It's Taylor Moore, pretty cool shirt.
It's dope.
What is it? Crew neck sweatshirt, but it has like the underhead. You can see, the
Kangaroo pouch.
Kangaroo pouch, yeah. But we're gonna provide all links. So all throughout the month, every time we do the podcast, you guys can check out different stuff that we have. We don't get any kickback. So if a couple of you motherfuckers want to sponsor us,
tag them in this shit. We're gonna tag them
definitely.
in our videos too. That we shouting out their shit and we wearing their shit. Cause I got a couple hoodies I gotta wear too. It's a couple different. I'm gonna try to wear different and not from the same company. I'm gonna try to wear a different hoodie or sweater all this month.
For sure.
Mine is what y'all see on my head. You can't see the specific words, but it's King's Crowning. It's they have a whole bunch of different things that you can wear on your head, a whole bunch of different products, but it's called King's Crowning. Type in King's Crowning in Google, you'll find their website. All right. So
What's up? What's going on?
What, is match time?
Yeah, it's match time.
Hey, let me just say something real quick because I know it is quote unquote Black History Month, but we need to understand that Black history is not only Black history; it's American history. Without whatever we done, our forefathers and founders of this country, without what they've done and what they've been put through, we wouldn't have any history, or America wouldn't have any history. This is our land just as much as anybody else's. We are the founders of this land, and so Black History is just not this month, but it's every month.
Go check out the No Absolutes podcast with Will Hill. Great dude over there. You saw him drop in the chat for a minute. This has been another edition of the No Key podcast. Wear your crown, build your legacy, kings. I am your man, Spaces.
Straight every day.
Hey, not me, y'all. I'm your boy Ma. Meet in the chat.